Kralow, and I'm bringing you another super important cryptocurrency update. This is probably going to be one of the most important crypto videos I've ever done on my YouTube channel. So make sure to watch it from the beginning till the end, and also make sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so that you are notified when I make a new upload. And please do like the video, because when I see many likes, it motivates me to create many more of these videos and provide value to my YouTube family. So it's a huge motivation for me, and it makes this channel more successful. So you have the power to make this information go out there in the world. So please hit that like button. It's a lot easier than to make these YouTube videos. So in today's video, we're going to talk about the short-term time frame as well as the long-term time frame. Very important aspects to pay attention to. Also, we're going to analyze the current fundamentals and what's going on with Ukraine, and what's going on with on-chain data, and what is going on with the Biden and the executive order. And you're also going to find out whether you're going to if you should be afraid of the executive order of Biden that is coming this week. Also very important to take a look. And also I'm going to announce my personal current prediction of what is going to unfold in the coming weeks. So if you're into crypto, this video is for you, and make sure to watch it from the beginning until the end. And as always, we're here live from Dubai, from Kralow Trading Floor right here. Hello from everyone. Everybody's busy. Everybody is finally trading with real money right here. And yeah, so please do let me know, guys and girls, your predictions on who is going to be the winner of Kralow Trading Show and Kralow Trading Floor right here. Who's going to make the most profits? Is it going to be the Angelina, Carolina, Oliver, David, or Yanis? Please place your bets down in the comments right now. And for the time being, let's just jump right into the content of this video. Now, first and foremost, let's take a look at our daily chart right here and see exactly what is going on. And as we can see, we have hit my target of $38,000 right in this area. So Mr. Spot On still on duty right here. So do leave me a like for predicting $38,000 right there, which was actually, I tweeted it on Twitter when the price actually hit my target completely spot on. So and right now we're still moving down quite heavily, but this video is there's everything that's going to be mentioned in this video is going to make you feel much better, because if you're invested in Bitcoin right now, there are quite a few interesting things you really need to pay attention to, because we might be narrowing, coming very close to our bottom, and a very huge retracement might be at play very soon. And I'm going to explain everything bit by bit, piece by piece right now. So stay tuned and make sure to watch this video till the end. So currently, a very important level for us right now is 36,300 right here, where we had a bunch of confirmations, especially very visible in the 4-hour chart right here. Confirmation here, a bunch of confirmations here, confirmation here. Also in this area right here, 3 confirmations spot on. And currently we are going to be testing it, which it seems like we're going to definitely test it. And then our last resort currently is $33,000, but something is telling me that we might not come to 33,000 anymore, and all of that in this video. And in the short term and time frame, which is for example 15-minute chart, we had a bunch of amazing possible trades all along the way, taking it into the major trend. This one right here, this one right here, this beautiful one right here, also this one right here, and actually this breakout that happened just now. So these are all the things that we're going to actually are trading here at the Kralow Trading Floor currently, just using this momentum of going down and taking all the small trades and maximizing our profits, which is really, really cool. And but that's not what this whole YouTube video is about. It's more about the bigger timeframes, the bigger outlook, and the current potential, how we can actually identify the Bitcoin bottom. And for that, let's go to Bitcoin USD, where we're gonna actually see a bigger time frame. And let's take a look at the weekly, and you will see exactly what I'm talking about. So this is very important, and this is very interesting. So we're currently coming to a very important price point, which is gonna define the future of Bitcoin, in my personal opinion, for the next year, or actually 2 years. And that is this resistance right here. So as you can see, we're actually currently in an uptrend. So if we look at this in a very, zoom out and see what's going on, then we'll see this kind of a very important resistance that we had, that we actually closed below in the weekly chart, which was actually quite bearish. But it is not time to panic just as of yet, in my personal, honest, humble opinion. So currently we have this target right here, which is at about $71,000 if we believe in this channel right here, and we have a bunch of confirmations in these areas right now as well in the weekly chart, which in my opinion is potentially going to serve as a bottom, because I think that this is going to correlate very well with the geopolitical situation, which we're going to discuss shortly, and also the on-chain data. So in my personal humble opinion and my current prediction, which again, do your own analysis, I could be wrong, but I think that this here is going to be our bottom somewhere in this area, right here, which could be around 34,000 to maybe at the absolute least $33,000. And let me explain exactly why that is. Now, number one, let's talk really quickly about the fundamentals and exactly what's happening, because I think that those are going to propel Bitcoin to actually squeeze in this area and potentially break above and finally retest our previous all-time high in this formation right here, and also is going to form another head and shoulders pattern, which we had here, a shoulder, a head, a shoulder, and the same thing which actually got rejected here, and we saw our explosion to the current all-time high of $69,000. And right here we have a shoulder, a head, and another shoulder forming, which could actually play out really nicely, just like we saw it play out right here. And of course, and you're gonna scream at me in the comment section saying that what about interest rates? And certainly, I mean, if you look at the history, then interest rates, when they're rising, certainly there is some kind of an effect and the markets slow down and some of the markets correct. But at the same time, you have to understand that Bitcoin is actually can be used as a hedge against inflation, because there is a limited supply of Bitcoin. So in this instance, I don't really believe that the rising of interest rates is going to affect Bitcoin that very much and cause it to drop down to $10,000. You know, so this is just my personal take on it, and this is something that, again, use your own best judgment, but this is how I'm looking at the current situation. And also, if we're gonna take a look at what's actually upcoming, and that's something that seems to be really bad in this area, we had two things that are happening. The number one, the Russian invasion, and number two, the potential the actual executive order that is prepared by Biden in terms of the regulation of cryptocurrencies as of right now, which everybody is so afraid of in this area right now. But let's talk about it for just a second and see whether it's really that dangerous. So right here, everybody is, you know, super scared of the new World War IV, World War III, whatever, seeing that the United States is seeing Russia continues to prepare for invasion, etc. But my sources, you know, really tell me differently. I speak with a lot of people and I analyze the markets together with them, and we are always, you know, kind of communicating, and we have agreed currently that Russia is not stupid to go against NATO and to go against the United States and to actually, you know, face all the sanctions and the SWIFT platform to actually be shut off. It's just going to be too expensive for Russia. So in this instance, what I believe, I mean, Russian forces have actually entered the Lugansk and Donetsk areas, but to be honest, our take on this current situation is that they're going to be there just to provide peace and stabilize the region potentially, and just put an end to an 8-year-old conflict and just stabilize those regions, and potentially this could be the end of this situation, and this food will be completely over. And the same thing goes for the Biden's executive order on crypto. Everybody's super scared that, you know, what is it going to be about? But to be honest, should we be really scared of it? And here is, I mean, this is very important, and this is what is driving the price down currently right here. And to be honest, my personal take on this, as well as the people that I communicate with on a daily basis, they believe that this is just regulation. So Biden and the administration of the United States, they understand that they cannot really kill crypto, so they need to regulate it. So certainly there can be something in that executive order that the market might not really enjoy, but at the same time, the market can react to it very, very positively, in the way that, you know, a certain level of regulation actually could mean adoption of crypto rather than complete ban of crypto. So I wouldn't be really too worried about this executive order if I were you. Again, in a short-term perspective, anything can happen, but in a long-term perspective, this could actually turn out to be more good than bad. And we still have some time in this week, and we could, that's why I said we could potentially see the retest of this blue line right here at around $34,000, which is actually going to proceed, make us squeeze this level again, and potentially we will see the new all-time highs, which is very, very plausible at this moment. And also it would correlate very much with on-chain data that we are seeing currently, again, with the whales. If you're going to check what the whales are doing, you will find out that they're not really selling, right? All the biggest billionaires are actually holding it. And the same thing goes for example, this on-chain divergence. The red dots symbolize that whales and small market participants are still accumulating right here. The momentum is not really that strong, but nonetheless, this could help us identify the bottom, just like we saw it right here in this area as well. So this is looking absolutely beautiful in terms of hodling. And also this is a super important piece of on-chain market data, which symbolizes, which shows us different halving periods, first halving, second halving, and third halving. And the colors actually represent the selling pressure in the market itself. So as we see during the first halving, we had a lot of red stuff happening, so a lot of selling pressure. And also during the second halving cycle, also we saw a lot of pressure to sell. However, and again, I'm just explaining this in very simple layman terms, and please do let me know down in the comments whether you actually enjoy these kinds of videos or you want me to go more in depth on these metrics. And here in the third halving, right now, the selling pressure is almost non-existent right here. So this actually, what this means really is that it shows the hodling power and the adoption of crypto and Bitcoin in general, and that people are becoming, and the institutions and the investors and the hodlers are becoming more inclined to hodl through anything. And this is an incredible sign for Bitcoin in general right now, and we are seeing the decrease in this kind of a selling pressure in general, which again, a lot of on-chain market data is showing real positivity, the potential of United States actually releasing a really nice executive order in terms of the regulation, and therefore opening the doors to adoption of crypto, and also Russia finally just stopping at Donetsk and Lugansk and making like a peace mission basically, and invading those areas, which actually right now United States is not really reacting to it. They're saying it's bad, they don't support it, blah blah blah, but they're not imposing any sanctions just yet. And this could be their inner deal that they've made, that Russia is going to invade Lugansk and Donetsk, and they're going to stop at that. So the sanctions are going to be imposed only if Russia is going to actually go to Kiev and take the whole Ukraine. That's going to be a completely different situation. So this is something you should be really watching. And one more really cool, interesting metric that we can take a look at currently is the Bitcoin net realized profit versus loss. And in this on-chain data, we will actually see a very interesting story that is being told to us right now. And again, in red, when you see red, this is where a lot of the positions are actually closed with a loss. And green is where when a lot of the profits are actually taken. So as you can see, when the bull market happens and when we are actually rallying upward, we are seeing a lot of positions closed in profit, and we have a lot of profits and a lot of green. And then when the markets are going down, a lot of people are liquidating their positions that they got in too late with a FOMO effect potentially, and that's where they are liquidating their positions. And most of the time, the liquidations are happening at the bottom. Just like we saw right here, the spike going down in the price right in this region, this was pretty much close to the bottom. Then the actual bottom happened a bit lower right here with a few spikes as well. Then as we can see in this area right here, the actual bottom was with a huge losses, basically with a huge spike in losses. And right now we had a huge number of losses in this area, this correction right here after Chinese food. And currently we are seeing a bunch of losses as well. So this could be an interesting time for us to see another retracement of going upward, just based on the amount of losses that the market is currently sustaining and the market participants are currently sustaining. Definitely something to pay attention to. But currently, that's my belief, that this is what we are seeing in on-chain data, and that this is going to potentially be our bottom right here. And this is where, in this area, I'm going to be buying more Bitcoin for sure. But again, if we're going to hang around in this area and then break below, this is going to be the moment where we could say, holy crap, we're in trouble. Remember, if you want to be trading actively, then look no further than Bybit. And I have personally over $250,000 with Bybit. And with my personal link down in the description of this video, you can claim up to $4,100 in free bonuses, which you can use for your own trading, which is awesome. Then just use my link down in the description, register your account, go to the rewards hub, find that bonus, deposit money, and get extra on top. So really awesome. And as always, please stay smart in the markets, stay rich, don't sell at the bottom, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheerio.